Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 make-ahead meals that you can easily freeze and then reheat later. These meals are pretty healthy. They are filled with whole food ingredients. They are very filling. And the reason I am making these is because I am just a few days away from my due date. So we are expecting a baby to join our family any day. So I wanted to have a few meals stocked in the freezer. I know that I made ahead of time so that we can pull out to just reheat and eat to make life a little easier so that we are not relying on expensive takeout. That is also, not the best as far as health goes. I'm not against getting takeout by any means, but I do want to, provide healthy meals for my family to fuel us as best I can. Now I'm doing this because I am days away from crazy postpartum life, but as I was making these, I was thinking to myself, I need to just do this all of the time to have backup meals in our freezer, because as a busy mom, I understand that life happens and sometimes you are just too busy or just too tired at the end of the day to cook a home-cooked, whole food, nourishing meal. So whether you're pregnant or not, I hope that you take these meals and you can make them for your own family to just have some backup or like some back stock of healthy meals in the freezer. I am not one to go crazy with like everything that we eat comes out of the freezer, because I do like to cook and I do think that food tastes better when it's freshly prepared. However, totally great to have a few of these on hand, in my opinion, just for kind of those emergency situations where you really do want a healthy meal on the table. You don't want to have to, resort to expensive takeout. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. Okay, so this first meal is going to be cilantro lime chicken. It is so easy to throw together really quick, and you can obviously freeze this for later. So I'm starting off with just mincing up a few cloves of garlic, and then I'm going to juice 2 fresh limes just to add lots of flavor to this dish. I will have a blog post linked down below with all of the exact measurements for all of these recipes, as well as printable recipes for you guys if you want to actually try these yourself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and juice these limes into a gallon-sized freezer bag. Storing food in plastic is not my favorite thing, but sometimes, it is super helpful and might be necessary in order to get some meals, prepared ahead of time and stored in your freezer. So we're just going with it. So next I'm going to add some fresh cilantro. I'm just going to do a real rough chop. Fresh herbs are such a great way to add so much flavor to your home cooking. It really will take it up a notch, and they're so easy to add. So I love cilantro for anything, like Mexican inspired. So you obviously need a liquid as well. I am going to be adding chicken broth. And then I'm going to add in some spices. So I'm going to add lots of cumin, some onion powder, and then I'm also going to add some salt and pepper to season it as well. Then I'm going to add in a bunch of frozen corn and our chicken breast. So I have just a big pack of chicken that I'm adding, and this will just get to kind of marinate in this. And then we're just going to remove as much air as possible, close it up, and this will be ready for the freezer. Before I am ready to, or when we're ready to eat it, I will just cook up some rice in the Instant Pot real quick. We will cook this in the crock pot and it'll be super easy. Next, I'm gonna be making a lasagna, but with a little twist. I'm actually making ravioli lasagna. This is definitely a heavier meal, but after I birth a baby and I am nursing, I am so hungry and just want all the food. So I thought this would be really good post-baby meal. So I have just a pound of, I just bought fresh ravioli like from the store, and I'm just cooking that according to the package instructions. It only takes a few minutes in boiling water. And once that's all cooked, I will just drain off the excess water. And I'm also going to be cooking up some ground beef, because I want to make sure that any meal, all of these meals I'm making have a good protein source in them to really help fill me up. and, you know, not send me with crazy blood sugar spikes when I'm already like tired and out of it postpartum. So I'm cooking up some local grass-fed ground beef, seasoning it, and then next I'm gonna move on to making the ricotta spinach mixture. So I've got some minced garlic, a bunch of frozen spinach, super easy, and then I'm gonna add in some ricotta cheese. And I'm just going to mix this up until it's all well combined together. And then I'm gonna start by actually making our layers. So I'm starting with, in a 9x13 pan, some spaghetti sauce. I'm gonna put down a layer of raviolis, and then we're gonna add in some of that ricotta, about half of that ricotta spinach garlic mixture, and I'm going to take a spatula and just kind of roughly spread this around. It's not going to be perfect, and that's totally okay. And then we'll move on to like the beef and cheese layer. So we'll put down beef and shredded mozzarella cheese, and then we're basically just going to repeat this one more time. So layer the sauce on, and then we're going to put the raviolis down, our spinach ricotta mixture, and then a layer of beef, and then top it off with some shredded cheese. So this is obviously going to go in the freezer. So I'm gonna first put some plastic wrap down and just kind of squish it to try and remove as much air as possible. And then I'm going to take some actual aluminum foil and put that over the top. Another thing I don't love to necessarily cook with, but again, this is freezer meals, so you know, sometimes those things are necessary. Moving on, I am gonna be lastly making my go-to turkey chili. You guys have seen me make this on my channel before. It is definitely a go-to for us in the colder months, but it's also great as a easy meal to reheat, freeze and reheat later. So I'm starting by just dicing up some green pepper and also onion, and then of course mincing up some garlic as well. So I'm gonna get all of these going in my Dutch oven with just some avocado oil. I'm gonna saute them for a few minutes just until they start to get fragrant. And then I will add in the ground turkey and just start breaking that up and getting that all nice and cooked through. Next, I will add some seasonings just to, like the first layer of seasonings as I'm cooking that turkey, just some garlic powder, salt and pepper, nothing crazy. And then we're gonna add in diced tomatoes. We're gonna add in a bunch of tomato paste. And then half a cup of water just to add a little bit of liquid to this. I'm adding about 2 cups of beans to really bulk up this chili. I love using chickpeas or Great Northern beans. Those are like my favorite to add to this particular chili. And then I will go in and season it like crazy. So garlic powder, pepper, we've got onion powder, oregano, lots of paprika, lots of cumin, and then also some chili powder as well. And then of course, salt. We can't forget salt. So once we get all those spices mixed in there, you wanna just make sure everything is very well combined. We will cover it so it can simmer for at least 20 minutes. And then I turned it, like removed it from the heat. I let it really cool down till it was just kind of barely warm. Because I didn't want to be putting super hot chili in plastic. So once it was warm, I then filled up this gallon size freezer bag, which I will then put in the freezer. And then when it's time to eat, I will just remove it from the freezer like the day before or so it can fully thaw. I will just put it right back in this pot to reheat whenever we are ready to eat it. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the blog post that I will have linked below that will have all the recipe details there for you and printable recipes so that you can make these easy, healthy freezer meals for yourself. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I would absolutely love for you guys to comment down below and let me know what kind of videos you would like to see once this baby comes and life just kind of settles down a little bit more. I would love to get back to just more consistent posting here on my channel because I do love creating videos for you guys, but I would like to know what you would like to see so that I can do that for you. So be sure to comment that down below as well. But thank you guys again for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it's a birth story, but we'll see. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.